very victim-blaming myths that I've read, as far as I can tell, ancient Greek men thought that women were like this.
I guess I shouldn't be wearing such a revealing toga by all these swans. Really hope that none of these swans are secretly Zeus and that they secretly want to fuck me. Sorry. Alright, cool. I really appreciate that.
They do!
I'm so vulnerable to a swan that fancies me a bit, I guess. This whole bag of bread just for me. Doesn't this bread look so nice? So lovely. Stop swimming away from me. I know that one of you is secretly Zeus. I am a very attractive young Greek woman.
They let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And you landed on McLovin.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad?
Is it true that PAs are not allowed to talk to the actors? Dylan, am I allowed to
get
talk
the
to?
fucking
I'm so sorry.
Okay, the question isn't so much as to why I'm wearing this. The better question would be, am I really dressed up like this to just go to the Foursquare to buy some milk and chips? And maybe a Monster too if I'm feeling special. You bet your sweet ass I am.
In response to not getting the attention I deserve, I have decided I will cause problems on purpose.
Listen, thank you for coming. No problem, what's up? So, no easy way to say this, but we've decided that we're not going to make honey anymore. What? Why? Because everyone's doing it. But you're bees. That's what you do. Yeah, but not anymore. What do you mean not anymore? We make marmalade now. Best marmalade in the country. But you can't make marmalade. You need oranges and... Watch your backs. Look, we really have enjoyed working with you. Wait a minute. But I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. Creative differences. Are you firing me? We really do wish you all the very best. So that's it then. That's it. I can't believe this. Being fired by a bee. It's absolutely ridiculous. Never does get any easier.
Cole, what are you doing?
I'm just getting some seeds. There's plenty, and it's in a parking lot. They're just gonna go on the cement, Ari. I want them to be in our yard. Taking after my mom.
See your spoils.
Yeah, I want to apologize.
Oh my god, you're so tall. You look like a giraffe. That's why you dead built like a baked bean.
A baked bean. Baked bean that. Baked bean that.
Hey best friends, it's time for artists whose names aged poorly, in parentheses, to no fault of their own, colon, a tediously titled video. First is one of my favorite heavy bands of all time, formed in Seattle in the late 90s, named themselves after an Egyptian goddess, but unfortunately, Next, the Gaslight Anthem, who thought they were making a reference to old street lamps, but then gaslighting became a common term. It should be noted that the actual anthem of gaslighting is Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Next is long-running hardcore band Fuck the Facts. The problem here isn't with the profanity, it's that during the 20 years that this band's been around, a large group of people, you know who, the same people who say fuck your feelings, also stopped caring about facts. Lastly, imagine being a prolific and accomplished pianist and composer, but your name is Dick Hyman.
In the previous video, I called Homo sapiens a laughably inbred species. What I mean by that is we have very little genetic diversity, and we are all quite closely related to each other from all over the planet. There are about 300,000 surviving chimpanzees and almost 8 billion Homo sapiens, but chimpanzees have more genetic diversity, they are less related to each other, than all 8 billion humans. What's more, what little genetic diversity Homo sapiens does have is almost entirely concentrated in sub-Saharan Africa. So, on average, a randomly chosen Malaysian and a randomly chosen Norwegian are going to be more closely related to each other than 2 randomly chosen black African people. This probably happened because Homo sapiens went through a genetic bottleneck about 70,000 years ago where most of us died and we are descended from the survivors. This may have been because of a large volcanic eruption in Southeast Asia. I lost my cardinal directions for a second. There are some problems with this theory though, so it's still being hotly debated.
There once was a lad who danced for me. The name of the dance was the berries and cream. He clapped his hands and he touched his toes and he gestured to himself. He danced while singing to me. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. One day his mummy was gone, yet he danced and sang some more.
These are girl bosses. They are gatekeeping. They are slay queening. They are doing this in the name of Allah, of course. But they are doing girl boss shit.
Burning his place to the ground, 'cause you'll never take us alive. We swore back down, we'll do what's born. They'll call our crimes a work of art. You'll never take.
The best trope in the world is when a character realizes that they're in love with another character, and instead of being bashful or cute about it, their internal monologue is just, no, God, fuck, why?
Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm doing musician shit.
I like you. Let's be friends. High five if you want to be my friend.
I know I'm like 22 years old, but I just realized that people out there romanticize Dublin, Ireland. I saw an American girl here being like spiritual. I'm in a Dublin cafe as the protagonist of a gothic novel. Yeah, babe, that cafe's a Costa, and the only thing gothic in that moment is the Dublin housing market.
There is genuinely nothing scarier than a mean girl that has learned therapy buzzwords.
Agreed, my friend, but I have an even grimmer thought. How many of those mean girls and their newly found buzzwords are looking for a career change post-Panorama? And how many of them will consider becoming therapists?
The neighbors are definitely like, who is this goth hooker that just keeps walking down the street in the middle of the day with giant boots in her hand and fishnets over her whole body? None of your business. Enjoy the show.
Did you know that you don't know what Shakespeare looks like? Well, kind of. You see, there's three main portraits of Shakespeare, and they've all got problems with them. The National Portrait Gallery will tell you that this is a portrait of William Shakespeare, but we don't know that. It doesn't have his name on, it's not associated with anybody who knew him. All we know is that it's a painting from that time that kind of looks like him. This is the Drew Shout engraving. It was done after Shakespeare died by a guy who may have never seen him. His friends did pay for this one, so presumably they thought it was okay, but look, I'm not saying I could do better, but his hair is two different lengths on either side of his head. The whole face is just kind of skew-iff. Finally, there's this, which unless you've actually been to his grave in Stratford, you've almost certainly never seen before. Now again, done after his death by a guy who may have never met him, but again, paid for by his family, so presumably they thought it was okay. The reason scholars don't like this one is because, well, no one wants to believe that the greatest writer in the English language looked like, in the words of one critic, a self-satisfied pork butcher. Anyway, I've released some more dates for my tour, so if you want to come talk about history with me, click the link in my bio.
Hey, we should put some music on the front of our menu. Okay, what should I use? Whatever's probably fine. So this is the Amadeus Cafe. Not sure where this is located, but named after Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, who wrote many of the greatest melodies ever. I mean, he wrote the alphabet, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, like he wrote that. And this is what they chose to put on their menu. La 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 la. It's the Flintstone theme song. Who did this? How do you mess that up?
Older Gen Zs will drink a medium caramel latte, not eat a single thing until 4 p.m., verbally abuse a racist, crack a joke about their mental health, and pick up a tear gas canister with their bare hands, but get nervous when they have to call to make a doctor's appointment. I'll see myself out.
Since
since I couldn't care less about my reputation at school anymore, this is how I handled some guy trying to flirt with me last week. Yeah, I love minding my own business. Yo, Shaggy, 1 second. Bro, what the fuck? Are you a little lad that loves berries and cream? No. Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Never mind. Up the octave. Berries and cream, berries and cream.
If you're depressed, here's what you gotta do. You're gonna get some gummy bears, okay? You're gonna take a red one and a yellow one, and then you're gonna bite the head off the red one, okay? Very important, off the red one. So, headless red one, and then you're gonna bite the feet off the red one. And then you're gonna do the reverse to the yellow one. So you're gonna like bite off the head, but then you're gonna save the head, and you're gonna bite off the feet, and save the feet, okay? So now you have like the middle of the red one, and you're gonna put the middle on top of the yellow one, and the head on top of that, the yellow head, and then you have a Winnie the Pooh. Congratulations, your depression is cured.
Today's gender is a cross between Sir Ian McKellen, Idina Menzel, and Alima. I will be taking no questions at this time.